Hey, everybody. I like having the awkward silence. Good evening, everyone. It is Sunday evening at 8 p.m., and we are gathered here for our second episode of Your Wholesome Journey. We had a lot of fun last time. We had a lot of interaction. There were a lot of people asked us questions, right? We had some good interactions with people, and we thought this was a really successful thing, the first one, so we're going to do a second one, and then we'll just take it from there and see how it goes. Obviously, the reason that we're here is because my wife is a very, very good artist. And during this whole crazy 2020 year that we had, she really dove into amazing art and just really just became an artist. She is an artist. She's always been an artist. But it was really just, it showed very clearly, and she was very passionate about it. And she did some great work. Good evening, Sean Manuel. Thank you for tuning in, buddy. I appreciate you. And it was just a good year. I mean, I know there was a lot of horrible things that happened, and we can't just go like, yeah, it was fantastic, because it was really a rough year. But there were some blessings that we found in that year, and those blessings were the fact that we got closer during that year. We got closer with our children. We were able to spend more time with them, obviously. Um, and artistically, she started her art painting and started a company, an actual legitimate company. Go to yourwholesomejourney.com. And did I put it here still? Mm-mm. So go to yourwholesomejourney.com. You can see all her artwork, and we just launched some new stuff on there, right? Some tote bags. What else is it?
Throw pillows,
cell phone
cases,
cell phone cases, puzzles.
Is that the fourth? There's four of them.
Yeah, and so that's some cool stuff that you can put her artwork on there. So that's really and we just saw them today, and they look really good. So I also want to thank all everyone that's actually supported Pamela, throughout this journey. Buying her art, sharing her art, and making wonderful comments about her art. That's been like a wonderful thing.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you want to say a few words?
Yeah, I really appreciate it, and it really helps me, feel like it's something that's needed and wanted, and makes me want to do more.
Cool. Yeah, needed and wanted. That's actually great that you said that, because that is our topic for the evening. What I wanted to, and this is a conversation that I've had with many different artists and non-art. I mean, I think everybody's an artist. I can't look at somebody and say, you're not an artist. You know what I mean? I always think that even if whatever they do is artistic, even a conversation can be very creative. And so I consider everyone an artist. And so whenever I have these conversations, it's always about how important art is. Like, is art important? Because since I was a little kid, art's been cut, and funding has been cut and cut and cut and cut. And, it's really just sad. I mean, I was in the South Bronx during a little rugrat in the back there. I was in the South Bronx in a very, very, very rough school. And we had violins, we had pianos, keyboards, guitars, all in the school. And this was a really bad school. But then that was taken away, and they just cut the funding for like new instruments. So then it was hard to find anything that actually worked.
Yeah.
And that just became the norm. So Rosa Mercado, thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you. So how important is art? One of the things I wanted to talk about was, I have three things that I want to talk about, and then but I'm going to first turn it over to you before I do that, to talk a little bit about like what it means for you now creating this art, like in your life. Like, what does this represent to you, and how does this make you feel when you're creating it?
Okay. How does it make me feel? I guess it makes me feel like more like I can be myself, and it's like a fun thing. It's like when Ben asks me, what do you like to do to play, and I tell him I like to paint. That's my play, and so I like to just kind of do it intuitively, and just whatever I feel at the time is what I paint. And um, if I think that maybe I don't like what I'm seeing, then I just like paint over it or just redo it or something like that.
It's like more you're more in control, more empowered um, to do that, which is cool. Juanita, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's funny because what you said was you feel more like yourself, and I always, that's always something that's very interesting to me when someone is doing what they innately should be doing or what they actually feel, that's in them. That is who they are. That is
Mhm.
their greatness. And what happens so much to artists, especially ones that are not supported by either friends, family, or just any whatever group they're involved in, that suppression really just destroys that person's individuality. So
Mhm.
they're not really themselves,
Yeah.
and that really is a tragedy. And there's a lot of people. That's why it's so important for us to support our young people if they're interested in whatever they're doing to support them. And I think I talked about it last week where, my mom was very supportive. She
Mhm.
just, if I told my mom that I wanted to play center for the New York Knicks, even though there's no way that I could do that, but she would be like, you know what, work really hard, and who knows, you might be able to do that.
Mhm.
It was never a no. It was never, it was always like there's a possibility to anything.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
that's really what got me motivated to do things and to take risks and stuff. And that's what artists do. We take risks, big risks.
Mhm.
So I wanted to talk about. We're going to talk a little bit about what I have written down here, and then we're going to show some of your work. And I don't know if you're going to show one from up here.
I could
Yeah.
also.
So we have our wall. We actually we still have a lot of wall space, so we still have a lot of work to do. But that wall is almost taken up. So, and in the living room, we have a wall that's almost covered up. Um, then we're going to show a piece of her artwork, and we'll talk a little bit about that. All right. If anybody has any questions for Pamela or for myself, please put them in the chat box, whatever it is. We'd be more than happy to answer. And one of the things also that we started to show is because we thought that it was interesting that a couple would try to start a business, because you hear so many times about, oh,
Yeah.
I can't work with my wife. She'd drive me crazy,
Mhm.
and stuff like that. Not to say that we don't have our moments, but certainly it's something that for us has been a blessing to be able to like work together and to create the product. Because remember, there was nothing, right? it
Mhm.
was
Mhm.
there was nothing there, and then there was a piece of artwork, and I was like, hey, that's cool. And then there was a company, and then there was a scanning the artwork, and then there was a website, and now there's the sales, the first sale, the second sale, the third sale, and you've sold quite a bit now. So that's the best. Yeah, it
Mhm.
is. Thank you, Rosa. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to talk about was I was actually talk about three different things about why art is so important, right? First thing is creating a culture. So whenever you go anywhere, anywhere that's interesting, any vacation spot, and you've been all over the world.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you know, but Pamela's been like literally all over the world. She's been to like 16 different countries, right?
Well, not really all over the world,
Well,
but
she's been to a
I've
lot
been
of
to
places.
Europe, Canada, Mexico, United States,
For me, that's all over the world. She's lived there though. It's not
and
just
Asia. So that's
that's a good portion of the
well,
world.
I haven't been to Africa or
Well,
Australia.
Africa's coming. Australia, I'm not sure. I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on down there right now. But she's been to a lot of different places, right? Way more than me, and so she's can appreciate culture. She has a degree in anthropology, and that's the study of cultures, right? Of
Hmm.
different cultures,
The people who are alive.
people that are alive,
Yeah.
the cultures. Yeah, so not the ones that are. So you wouldn't study the cultures of
Like
the
the rest of it,
current.
there's 4 parts of anthropology, and
Oh,
yeah,
oh, I
there's
didn't know that.
yeah,
Cool.
there's a lot of things people know about are just the artifacts you find in the ground. You dig them up.
Yeah, yeah.
So those are from dead people.
Ah, and what's the part that studies short Puerto Ricans?
That would be
So
cultural.
cultural. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So yeah, so creating culture, art really just does that. Art is if you go anywhere, any of these places that she's been to, you can find beautiful art. If you go to New York City, right, and you go to the Met, the whole museum way. I mean, the Guggenheim, the Met, the Museum of Natural History, all these beautiful pieces of art. Every single place on earth has art, has an artist. Every single corner of probably every single corner of the universe.
Hi,
Mary
Mary.
Lawson, how are you? Welcome. Thank you very much for stopping by. So culture is really important, and I think when you incorporate the schools and you have the kids creating the art, from different parts of the world, they're going to create another culture. They're going to bring their culture into their art,
Mhm.
and that's just a beautiful thing. So culture is really important. Now, the second one is kind of interesting because we talk about the expression that I hate the most is called a starving artist, right? That's like we decided that that's not a thing. That doesn't exist. A starving artist, we don't buy into it. It's not a thing. I when I was playing music and I was playing a lot, I had a job. If I needed to work, if I was making money doing that, doing something else, I would go do that. But if I needed to make money, I would go get a job. And I was never starving, and I was always playing music, and I was always recording and tour, playing clubs and everything, and I had a whole lot of fun. Um, but this whole starving artist mentality really is something that we decided early on that we were gonna do away with that and not do that, and we haven't because she's already been selling her art, and it's only gonna grow. I keep telling her that. I was like,
Yeah.
it's only gonna just, what I mean, it's just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. So
Right, because I've only been doing it since September.
right, so I
it's
mean,
not
think
even
about that.
long.
She's already sold at least 20 pieces at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's like amazing. So okay, so that
So
the
4 months.
yeah, in 4 months. So I mean, it can take a little bit of time to be successful as an artist,
Oh
but
yeah.
it's not this starving artist mentality, because when you start putting that, you start creating that, if you start saying that, you're going to put it into reality.
Yeah. Well, in the office hour that I go to for art storefronts, they're talking about like so many artists give up at the beginning. They think I'm supposed to be making all these sales right away or getting all these contacts right away, and they give up too soon. And they're saying how it takes like 3 years to really get going as a business.
Yes, and that's like any business,
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
That's not just the art business. I love the idea of your art on the phone case. It's brilliant. Yeah, right.
yeah. They're
Yeah,
cool.
and you should see them. If you go to yourwholesomejourney.com, check them out. They're really, really cool. I was like, wow, those are really nice.
Yeah, I gotta figure out, like, I gotta call and find out if I can get them for what are these called?
Cell phones.
No, not the one they have there is just for iPhones.
Oh, for iPhones.
Androids. I
Androids.
gotta see
Oh,
if we can add on there for Androids.
Oh,
Also.
yeah, that's cool. I'm sure that they have that feature. I think a lot of people have Androids actually.
Yeah.
Um, so so the economics part, and I'm just going to read my notes here if I can read them, because I write like a chicken. So it says there's 3 million people that are employed by the art industry in America. Each year, nonprofit and cultural organizations alone pump $60 billion into our economy. Did you know that?
No. Hey, wait. In the U.S.
Yeah,
$60 billion.
$60 billion. Hey, they're birds. It's my phone. My phone alarm to get the kids to bed.
Mm-hmm. That's not happening.
Not happening right now. Not right now. But yeah, $60 billion into the economy is pumped.
So that means that people spend
nonprofit and by the cultural organizations.
So they spend money to promote
People,
it.
yeah, people. That's how much they. That's how much they. Yeah, that's how much it gives to the economy.
Mm.
That's how much it generates to the economy. So when people say, there's no money in art, or oh, it's really hard to make a living on art, that's just because they've already bought into the lie of that mentality that you can't have a career, you can't have a business if you're an artist. Um, hey Emily, how are you? Thank
Hi,
you so
Emily.
much. That's our niece.
And
Thank you
Mary
so much.
said, I did go to your website. Such beautiful work. Thank
Oh,
you,
thank you, Mary. I
Mary.
appreciate it. Yeah, Rosa says phone cases. I want to see. Yes, absolutely. Check it out. It's pretty cool. So $60 billion. That's a lot of money. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And that's
yes.
that's just the tip of the iceberg, really, when you think
Mhm.
about it, because that's only in the nonprofit and the cultural organizations. This is not mentioning films,
Right.
music sales.
And are they talking about just like any kind of art, like, or
It just
just
says art, so I mean, you can
but you don't
research
know.
it further if you want to go.
Well, because
I know you're
like
talking about painting, but
Yeah.
it's art.
it could be
It could be
sculptures.
sculpture. It could be a lot of different things. And lastly, why art is super important.
Mary
Ben,
says hi, Ben.
Mary says hi. um, so it has been found that children who receive an education in the arts have a higher GPA, higher test scores, and less dropout rates. And GPA, that stands for good pie always, right? No?
No.
All right, I thought that's what it was. But yeah, so those are just three reasons why art
Emily said hi.
is so important.
Hi.
Say hi, Emily.
We're good, Emily.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yes, we are doing very well. Thank you so much. Thank you, Juanita. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, she's pretty, so that's the reason. It ain't this.
It is. It's a combination.
It's a combination. Perfect combinations. Remember that song?
No.
No. I'm old. So okay, so I'm gonna stop on that right there. But I think that's wonderful, and that's one of the reasons why we give our kids, music, and we play. I'm always playing my guitar now when I'm going live on other streams, and he's dancing. She dances. My daughter dances, and it's just we try to just have art into the household, and because it's such an important, valuable thing for us.
Backwards.
Trying to sneak through.
I don't want to be crawling like last time.
So it got easier now.
Run.
It got easier last time as the time went on. Now it just came on. Mary's laughing, John. Yes, I am a silly one. Yes, so very, very, and there's other reasons why art is so important to the world. Those are just three that I just put together from some research I did. And Emily says hi, Brianna. Emily says hi. It's an interesting show, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of so like the Osbournes.
No.
No.
We're not that weird.
Speak for yourself. Oh, watch the lamp. Watch the lamp. We got lights and cameras and action here.
Right?
Turn it that way. All right. All right. So, without further ado, we're gonna get a piece of art. We're gonna talk about some art. You want?
Oh.
I don't know what piece you want, but
I'll get this one. Did I show him this one yet?
I don't know. I don't remember which one was from last year. I mean, from last week to this week.
Okay. So this one is.
Oh, I love this one. This is the one we have a print over our bed.
Yeah, we have a huge one on canvas over our bed, and so this is called irises. I can't get this straight. I don't know how to
No, I
do
think.
that.
Okay. Just kidding.
Yeah, I worked on this for quite a while, trying to like, I would like be like, oh, I don't like that, and I would like take it all off and then redo it, and so like this is added on and that's added on. This was an original, like the very first part I did. I think that was added on. So it was like parts. I did it in parts, and I love the colors, and I love that there's a lot of white in it. It's called Irises. I don't know if I said that already.
Mhm.
Okay, and it has some gold, and I think it's really cool. Like down here, some gold, and I love this part the most. I think right here, and I love this too.
I love it. I love this one. This one is over our bed, so when you see it, and it's pretty big. How big is that one?
5 feet by 4 feet, I think.
Yeah, so that
Something
one
like
that
that.
one is pretty big, and it's pretty. When you really look at it, like I'm a very visual person when it comes to like seeing things and images and stuff. I can see and hear. I see so many different
Oh, like
things,
faces, right?
faces
Yeah.
and people, and like if you really look at it, you see you can find just a whole world
Mhm.
within this, and it's pretty awesome. I love it.
Mm.
Thank you, Emily.
Thank you, Sabra.
Thank you, Sabra. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you,
Appreciate that. Juanita, thank you so much.
Mary Ann.
Mary Ann, thank you.
Yeah.
And Mary says that
Thank you, Emily.
I'm as crazy as Ozzy. You as Ozzy.
Yeah. Yeah, and these it goes over the edge, so you like. Yeah.
So this is an original, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
But if you go to yourwholesomejourney.com, you can actually get a print of this for a lot cheaper. This is the big bucks. But if you go to your Journey, you can get a really, and it looks amazing, right? Like it looks like you could tell somebody you can fool people. Just tell them it's the original.
Yeah, you can't tell the difference.
You can't really tell.
It looks
'cause
just like an
canvas.
original.
Yeah, it's on canvas. You could also get this on like metal.
Mm-hmm.
We have someone that won one of the her paintings at a
giveaway.
contest, a giveaway,
Mm-hmm.
and it was on metal and it was beautiful,
Yeah.
and that was like amazing. I didn't even know you can do that. Metal and canvas,
Acrylic.
You could do it on different types of paper, like really nice paper and stuff, right?
Fine art paper.
Fine art paper. So you can look on the website and it gives you all the different options of how you can get it. But you can also get it huge too, like really big sizes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's really cool. So yeah, so that's Iris by Pamela Soto.
Yes.
Put that one back. Cool. Well, I want to thank you all for taking the time to spend Sunday evening with us. We appreciate you as we figure out where we're gonna go with this. She wants to talk about something else. Go ahead.
Remember, I had said I wanted to show the phone cases and stuff. Can we share our screen? Can I do that?
Yeah.
And show my website. Is this screen sharing?
I have to first pull it up here. Bear with us, folks. So we're gonna share the Your Wholesome Journey page, and then she's gonna navigate and show you a couple of things on it. How often do you guys do this show? Every Sunday at 8 p.m. Tell your friends, tell your family.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. That's right. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen. Share my screen. Share my screen. Boop. All right. So now it's here, so they can see it there.
Okay, cool.
So now what we do, so as soon as you go there, you get right off the bat, you get 20% off on your first order.
If you sign
up, if you sign up to the email list.
Yeah.
Get that out of there.
I still have to
and
send
I'm gonna give this over to you, and you navigate.
Okay. So everything is on one page. All my prints you can see. So that's about 63, I think, or 64.
2020 was a busy year.
Yeah. So if you want to look at one, you just click on it and wait for it to open.
This one is called Vibrant Roses.
Yes.
Vibrant Roses.
Cookies. Okay. And then you click over here for whatever type of media you want it to go on. So, like, here's the phone case. I believe that's an iPhone. And here's
probably
throw pillows.
These are the throw pillows. These are the tote bags. That's so cool.
And that's the puzzle.
And the puzzle, you can actually have a puzzle. And puzzles, I read an article a week ago where apparently puzzles jumped during COVID, because everybody was home.
Yeah.
So people started doing puzzles, and it became like a really, really big thing. And I didn't realize that there's a puzzle community. There's like,
Oh, wow.
they're very, very into these puzzles, and there's like websites and there's forums that you can go on and talk about different puzzles. So now you can have a puzzle of any of Pamela's artwork, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and I just want to show you the if you didn't want that, there's more steps. So like this, like if you want wall art, then you
Hold on.
can
Yeah,
just
she's showing
first
people.
there's like
do you mean?
3 or 4 steps depending on what you're getting. So if you get fine art paper, then you pick your size. See, you can get them really big, and I can get you a different size if the one you want isn't here, if it's the right proportions. And then you can order it framed even, and you can see it in a frame. Or you could get your own frame at your own place. So if you get a frame, then there's just 4 steps, and you can see, and they can see it like matted, and
Cool.
wait, like that.
Love it.
Okay. So, I just want to see what it looks like in a phone case. I didn't do this one. That's cool, right?
Yeah, that's cool. Love it. Love it. Cool. So there, let me answer some peeps here. On the bus, have to keep you down. It's okay, Clayton. Keep us down. That's not an iPhone. That's an Android. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, we're not even sure. That would look nice in my room. That's right. Hey, Anna, how are you?
Oh, hi, Anna.
Thank you so much. All right, so there's the website, yourwholesomejourney.com. You can get phone cases, throw pillows. I love how vibrant roses looked on the totes.
Yeah.
Actually, Vibrant Roses, that was my stripper name in the 80s.
No, John. Stripper. Male
So-
stripper.
So yeah, so there you go. That's our show for this evening. Want to thank everybody for coming in. I'll have to go check out the website. Yes, definitely. I shared the live. So many possibilities you can do with your art.
Bye.
You belong in a major gallery, Pam. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you,
thank
Mary.
you.
Mwah.
I wanna
Mwah.
say
Thank
bye.
you so
I wanna
much,
say
Mary.
bye.
All right, so we're
Bye.
gonna sign off now.
Bye.
Okay, hold on. Let
Bye.
me do the proper sign off.
Bye.
You can sit. You want to sit with me?
Bye. 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 Bye.
All right,
bye.
folks. Well,
Bye.
thank you
bye,
very
bye,
much
bye,
for
bye,
tuning
bye,
in.
Bye. Bye.
Appreciate y'all.
Bye.
I'll see y'all next Sunday at 8 p.m.
Bye.
Eastern
Bye.
Standard Time, right
Bye.
here for Your Wholesome Journey show. And thank you very much, Lester Green.
Say bye.
Thank you so
say
much,
Bye.
Mary. Thank you so much.
Say bye. Say
Emily,
bye,
thank you so
Brianna.
much.
Brianna,
My
say
best to the whole
bye.
family. Anna, thank you.
Brianna. Say
Everybody's
hi.
saying
and
bye. Everybody's saying
Say
bye. Look, they're saying bye. Saying bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
All right. See y'all next week.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for
Bye.
coming.
Bye. Bye.